Hey guys, Eric here. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. Before we tune in to the details today, I have one little favor I'd like to ask you. Are you listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify? If you are, and if you haven't done it already, it would be so helpful to Anita and I if you could leave a 5-star review. It could just be putting 5 stars or even writing down something that you really enjoyed and learned from the episodes that you've heard so far. This kind of help would really improve our ability to give you better content and also to help other people find out about Taiwanica. So if you wouldn't mind taking just a few moments to do that if you haven't already, we would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, and we really hope you enjoyed today's episode.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to start your own podcast? Well, it really is easy these days, and it's all thanks to a place called Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's by Spotify, and it's the easiest way to make a podcast, with everything you need all in one place. Let me explain a little bit more in detail. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You literally just log in and press a button on your phone, and you can record. And if the sound is good enough, hey, you have yourself an episode that you can share with your friends and your fans. When hosting on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. There's so many places for people to listen to you. It's pretty convenient. And best of all, Anchor is totally free. It's easy to use, it's easy to access, and take it from me and Taiwanica. We were able to launch this with an ease of a button. So if you are interested in doing this as well, I recommend you to download the Anchor app or go to Anchor's website. That is anchor.fm. That is ANCHOR.FM. And you can go there to get started.
Hello, and welcome to Taiwanica. This is episode 2, talking about convenience.
That's convenient.
Yeah, conveniently changing into the episode. And now, we begin. Hey, Anita, how's it going?
Good. How's it going?
All good. It's just another beautiful day.
It is. It's very beautiful today.
And so, Anita, tell me, what is, you've been here in United States for like 4 months.
Yeah.
And you've experienced a lot of different things over this time. And you always bring up some things that you see when we're driving around.
Yeah.
Like the places we go or what we drive by. And you're like, what is that?
What is what? I did not ask things like that.
You're like, what is going on? Why are there so many cars?
I'm not that dumb.
Okay. All right. Well,
I figured out it's a drive-through very quickly.
what is it now?
Drive-through.
Oh, so what is a drive-through?
You know, like you order something without going to the store. You can just driving around the restaurant or coffee shop, and someone on the other side of the machine will take your order.
Oh, and sometimes people will come out too with like a menu to take your order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, and being Taiwanese, is this normal for you?
No.
No, not at all.
No.
Just shutting it down. No.
I mean,
what do you guys usually do in Taiwan? When I was in Taiwan, I never saw not a convenience store. I saw convenience stores everywhere, but
yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Okay, yeah, and I never saw drive-throughs.
I mean, like right now, I think it's getting more and more common, but only from my observation, is only for like big chain restaurant like Starbucks or what is that, McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they do exist in Taiwan.
They do, but very few people will use drive-through.
Oh, okay. So even though they exist, most people don't really use them.
Yeah.
So what is the common thing for Taiwanese people to do? Just go and eat
the
at the
store.
restaurant?
Yeah, just go eat the restaurant. If you take out food, you just go there and order and wait. And take your food and go home.
I never saw Taiwanese people really do that. I always saw like people in like mopeds or scooters like wearing Food Panda, gear or Uber Eats gear, and they would just kind of fill up their boxes and then drive away insanely fast. Crazy ass drivers, pee high.
If you don't know what crazy ass driver, check our episode 1.
Yes. Advertisement.
And what you said was correct, but there's also like quite a it was quite a new thing for us too, like Taiwanese people. I think it's only like very, very popular for these 2 years. I mean, like Uber Eats or Food Panda. Like before, we are very into like traditional way. Just go to the restaurant, order food, wait there, take your food, go home.
Okay.
But right now, yes, thanks to Uber Eats and Food Panda, everything just so convenient. I heard like school kid when they were at school, they will also order their lunch.
Really?
From Uber Eats. Yes.
Wow, that's saying something.
Yeah.
I mean, in the United States, we also have Uber Eats, and it is convenient. Don't get me wrong, but it's not meant for daily use. Right. It's kind of like a special occasion thing. Kind of like back in the day before there was Uber Eats, people would be like, "Hey, let's order a pizza," you know, and then we're like, "Oh, okay, cool." So then there would be like this delivery man bringing your pizza to your house. You're like, "Wow, that's so convenient," but you still have to pay them a tip. You still have to wait a long time, and you can get whatever you want, but the food is usually cold by the time it gets to your house, and so you have to warm it back up. So I wouldn't necessarily call it convenient in terms of time, but it is convenient in terms of options in the United States. But to give you an example, like when I used Uber Eats in Taiwan, I would use it every day. Getting anything that I want, and it would cost me like no more than like 300 kwai, like 300 Taiwanese dollars. And then on the other hand, in the United States, if I want to get a meal about the same size as Taiwan, I'm going to be spending at least twice to 3 times. Yes. So like 6百9百块, and I'm just like, dang, that is a lot of money to be spending on Uber Eats.
You're gonna wait for a long time.
Yeah.
Like long time. I was surprised because in Taiwan everything is about speed, right?
Yeah.
So within like 30 minutes, if you have to wait for a delivery for like 40 minutes, you complain. You submit a complaint or report the deliverer in Taiwan. But here, you just have to wait at least like, I don't know, an hour.
Yeah, and you can review the drivers in Taiwan, but in the United States, you don't. So the driver's the driver, and you tip them before they even come. So where in Taiwan, you have a choice of tipping, and we'll talk more about tips another time, But anyways, Uber Eats, I think, is very convenient in Taiwan, but in the United States, it's not considered convenient.
No. Yeah.
So what about, there's drive-thrus, and then there's Uber Eats, but then there's actual convenience stores.
Oh, wow.
So, like, first, you're Taiwanese. Explain what a regular convenience store is like in Taiwan.
It's a paradise.
A paradise.
You can buy everything there. Everything. I mean, literally everything. And
some examples.
Like from your groceries. You know, right now you can buy fresh vegetables, tofu, eggs, those basic stuff.
Yeah.
But you can also buy some like special dish from a certain hotel.
Oh, really?
Or restaurants. Yeah, their microwave section is always like full of surprises.
Oh.
You can just go there and search and just like, oh, wow.
Oh, I remember we were talking about like they have some like curry rice or like some spaghetti.
Yeah, beef noodles, everything that you can think of, you can buy in 7-Eleven.
That is true. I personally really like their hot food section in Taiwan. You know, like the tea egg, like cha ye dan, and then the sweet potato, hot sweet di gua.
Oh damn it!
Yeah,
that was so good.
Those are good, right?
Yeah, you got me hungry by just mentioning the name.
Yeah, those are definitely some highlights of the Taiwanese convenience store. Also, your variety of alcohol in each convenience store is different. So it's like they're independently owned, right? Or what do you think?
We'll be right back.
I really like journaling, but I always end up with no time or cannot find a journal that I really like. So I was like, hey, let me create one. So here it is, a self-help journal created and designed by Anita. Inside the book, I provide very simple and easy to follow template. For example, in the morning, to-do list. In the evening, gratitude practice. So you can use a very little time to start this healthy habit. Go ahead and check it out in our description down below or go to our buymeacoffee.com. I mean, like, I'm guessing some chain, they are bigger than the regular 7-Eleven, so they will bring more products.
Oh, yeah.
But in general, it doesn't matter if it's 7-Eleven or Family Mart, they are usually pretty good.
Yeah, it's true. And you have like those two, right? 7-Eleven and Family Mart.
Yeah.
And then there's some other small ones, you would say?
Yes, small ones, they are...
I know that's like a Circle K, right?
No, it's not Circle K, it's OK.
Oh, just OK.
OK and High Life.
Oh, I don't even know that one.
That's, it's
it has a heart, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I've never been inside, but I think I saw them. They're really small, but even those are still pretty convenient.
And, yes, and the store usually is pretty big. It's not like small or dark.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you're starting to talk about American convenience stores.
Oh my god, it was like, what? This is your 7-Eleven when I first got here.
So, what was it like?
Just like some... You feel like there was some illegal stuff going on
All
in
right,
this store.
Jesus.
I'm being dramatic.
All right. When you first opened the door or went through the sliding door in United States convenience store, what was the first thing you saw? What was your first impression?
Gums.
Gum. Okay. Lots of gum.
Gums.
Okay. We do have a lot of gum.
Gum. Yeah. And... and I feel bad for the people who works in the convenience store in America because the space they are working is actually pretty small. They don't have much space and just small, and they just have to stand there for like a long time.
That's true.
Yeah, and there was that, and
you already mentioned it was kind of dark. What do you mean by dark?
It's just not bright.
Lights or the floors?
Yeah, the light is just not enough, and the floor is always dirty, and I don't know.
Do you feel like it's convenient?
If you really need something in the middle of the night, yes.
That's true. So, yeah, right. In American convenience stores, keep in mind, our convenience stores are also 7-Eleven. We have those. And we have some other small ones, but they're not really famous in any way. Each place you go in the United States will have a different name. Like the one that we are here is called Plaid Pantry, but that's just in our area. So a lot of them are independently owned, like mom and pop stores. If you don't know what those are, you can Google that. They're just basically really old convenience stores.
It's just like 杂货店 in Taiwan.
Oh, there you go. And so they're basically what you think of. You'll go in and you'll see the things that are easy to sell. Chips, candy, fun drinks like soda, beer, and maybe milk. And we also have like pre-made sandwiches. Those are really good, don't get me wrong. They're that's probably the convenient the equivalent to what you have in Taiwan with the like microwave stuff. We don't have microwave stuff. We have those.
Like sandwiches.
Yeah, sandwiches and yogurt and stuff like that. But we also do have a few other things. We're really big on like cigarettes. I know Taiwan also has those, but they're extremely expensive. And we also have, like Taiwan, a hot food section.
Oh.
And what you've seen those before, right?
Just no.
No. So
I mean, I'm sorry, but the food just, I don't know. You just like, how long you been sitting here? Hot dog? You look old. How long you been sitting here?
Yeah, you look at a hot dog and it looks like it's been there for so long that you probably have graduated from both high school and college by the time it's sold.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
just pretty sketchy. And like,
Yeah, they're
like I
sketchy.
said, it's kind of like emergency kind of situation. You only go to a convenience store in United States. It's not like,
Yeah.
Hey, we can go hang out at 7-Eleven like in Taiwan.
Oh.
Remember, we used to like just grab bunch of beer and just sit there and drink.
That's true. You have tables inside your convenience stores.
Yeah, we have table. We have a special section, just like coffee shop. You can sit there and do whatever you want.
That's right. You even have like coffee that you can like order.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the coffee.
Yeah, in the United States we have coffee, but no one drinks it unless it's out of desperation.
Yeah,
I really think we should change the name from convenience store to desperation store. I swear, because it's really just out of the last convenience that you go to these places.
Seriously.
Because grocery stores are everywhere in the United States, and I can think right now all the convenience stores near our house are literally right next to a grocery store, so you could just go in there and buy not only something cheaper but also better quality. So convenience stores really are desperation stores in the United States. Wouldn't you agree?
And usually, like when you go to the convenience store, like 7-Eleven, the people who works there. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't, trying to judge people or something, but the people who works there is kind of
Rude,
sketchy, and and they're like, just doesn't make you feel comfortable to walk into the store.
It seems like whenever you talk about an American convenience store, you say the same word over and over.
Sketchy.
Wow, sketchy. If you don't know what sketchy is, you should definitely Google it. It's a very good word in United States to basically describe something that is very weird and also makes you feel very creeped out. So
how do you spell sketchy?
Sketchy is sketchy. Sketchy. So you can Google that later in your free time. But that's convenience stores in the United States. Desperation stores is what I'm calling them from now on. But anything else from your impression as a Taiwanese person in the United States? What's something that's actually really convenient here that you've noticed?
Convenient? Something's really convenient. Like, what else? I wanted to mention about something real quick since we mentioned about the Starbucks.
Okay.
Starbucks here is also really convenient. You can see them everywhere, right?
Oh, that's true.
And I also noticed that's a very different situation compared in Taiwan and America. In Taiwan, if someone say, I'm going to Starbucks, you can imagine some people dressed up like really fancy, or like worker or designer, or a freelancer that go there, enjoy the nice cup of coffee, and the price in Taiwan is considered expensive. So people who usually go there, you're just like, oh, so fancy, kind of feeling. But Starbucks in America is usually not like that.
Well, it's for everyone and anyone. That's what Starbucks was designed to be. It's supposed to be a coffee that anyone could afford, and it has a flavor that is not too rich or not too bland. It's a flavor that literally anyone can accept. That's why it's the most popular brand in the United States,
Yeah.
because it has that acceptability and also that environment that brings anyone together. So you can
Yeah.
definitely feel that in the United States cafes. Yeah.
It's not like in Taiwan that if you need to go to Starbucks, you have to kind of dress up. Like
Yeah.
here, it's like, no, you just go there. And I also find it's interesting that you can find Starbucks inside the grocery store.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
really
a
cool.
convenient thing. That's right. If you go to any big grocery store,
Yeah.
whether it's a place called Safeway, big chain in the United States, Albertsons, another big chain, you're going to most of the time see a Starbucks right inside, and you can just grab a cup of Joe and then head on out. It's really cool.
Yeah, that's convenient for me.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's definitely a convenient thing in the United States. I want to end with something like Taiwan. Is that okay?
Of course.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead.
I want to say first a bad thing and then a good thing.
Here we go.
Okay, so sometimes I think Taiwan focuses too much on being convenient. So where, for example, the drivers in Uber Eats or Food Panda, like recently they are like trying to add groceries to their list to bring to
yeah.
your door
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But no matter anywhere I go now in Taiwan, I will see someone in pink or green like gathering too many things in front of me when I'm just trying to do my own shopping, you know, and it's you know,
I see.
and so I feel like I'm overwhelmed sometimes by seeing them everywhere to the point where it's like, okay, if I don't use their service, then I'm kind of like not cool, you know. And so
It's a trend.
It's a trend.
It's a
like,
trend, baby.
Yeah.
Hop on the
choo choo. So it is a trend.
And a
train.
train.
Yeah. And then I don't think it's. I think it's overused. That's my negative point I want to put on Taiwan, is that like conveniency is almost too important for Taiwan. But on the other hand, one of the great things that's great about Taiwan's conveniency is their transportation. Okay, so like in Taiwan, if I want to get basically anywhere, whether it's going into the high mountains of Taiwan or to the beaches, there's always a way to do it. Like you have really nice Uber and it's affordable, or taxis, or if I want to get to the airport all the way from Kaohsiung, I can take the high-speed rail, the Gaotie, and be there in like an hour and a half. So those are really cool conveniences of Taiwan that I really like.
And we also have like secret. I don't know should I say that?
Yeah, sure. Secret. Share your secrets.
No, it's not a secret. It's like there is a way you can find like a van. They drive super crazily fast.
Oh, a van? V-A-N, van?
Van, yes. Van. And they will take you from anywhere you want to go. And like very fast.
That's true.
I'm not. The reason why I say that is because I don't know if it's legal or not.
That's okay. Tell the world. It's fine. Just
yeah.
tell the story that you know.
I used to spend a summer, like about 2 months, 3 months working holiday in Canton.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people will go to Canton, but the transportation there is not so convenient.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of only from Kaohsiung to Canton. Like this
service, right?
the service,
here.
yes.
Okay.
So we know some drivers there. They own like a Volkswagen.
Or like, I thought the last one you took was a Mercedes, right?
Yeah, and stuff like that. Really fancy ass van. And then they started to like, you know, take the customers or like tourists to go do whatever they want. You just have to pay them some money.
How much does it usually cost? Give a range, doesn't matter, a ballpark.
Like from Kaohsiung to Canton, because I know someone, so I usually pay about like 200.
That's really cheap.
Yeah, and sometimes you can negotiate with the driver. You know, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
That's a good deal, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
And because I work there, so I know some drivers, so I usually can get a pretty good deal whenever I go there. Cool.
You seem like a real popular lady in Canton.
Of course, come on.
Well, let's go ahead and stop it on cool notes for Anita.
But that was a long time ago.
No,
okay.
I know you're still pretty cool. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All right. So that is the sharing about convenience between USA and Taiwan. We hope you enjoyed, and thank you for listening. And please make sure to share this video or podcast with anyone that you think would enjoy it. We plan on producing at least 2 of these a week. And anything you want to add, Anita, before we leave for today?
We are thinking to have a social media, like in the future, maybe Instagram. We are thinking about start our Instagram. So if you have any question, you can just send a message to our Instagram in the future.
Yes, we'll add that later on so you can easily find us there.
Or take our classes on Amazing Talker.
Oh, self-advertising time. Yes, we are teachers on Amazing Talker, and you can easily find us by looking up our names. And we will also later on put our names in the description down below. So thank you for listening up till now. If you're still here with us, just know that there's a short deal going on beginning January 29th to February 8th of 2022. And so if you want to get a good deal having classes with us on Amazing Talker, you can get, if you buy 10 classes, it will be 28% off. And 20 classes, it will be how much?
32% off.
Woo! What a good deal! All right. So without further ado, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Happy New Year!
Oh, Happy Chinese New Year! 新
Chinese.
年快乐！
新年快乐！
万事如意！
步步高升！
拜拜！年年有余！拜！
Thanks so much for tuning in to Taiwanica. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. That helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks again for listening, and we'll catch you in the next episode.